So guys, Satoshi here, and I wanted to take this time to give you guys an incredible season 4 Aisha update. I know many of you guys have been really sad that Aisha will not be in season 3 of Cobra Kai, but I'm going to give you an update today regarding her inclusion in season 4, as well as the major changes that have happened in her life. And I think that a lot of people will be happy with this video. Of course, I cannot please everyone. Before we begin, please remember to turn on notifications so that you never miss another Cobra Kai video again. Help get this video to 100 likes if you would like me to continue putting out these updates regarding release dates for Cobra Kai, fan inspirations, as well as providing updates on individual characters like Aisha. And also, please don't forget to share this video on Reddit, Instagram, Facebook, and other social media platforms to help new and old Cobra Kai fans find these videos. And with that said, now let's begin. So, many of you know that Aisha will not be in season 3, sadly. This was a decision that was made quite some time in advance. And I'll likely discuss in another video the reasons why Aisha was cut from season 3 based on what I've heard and things I've previously read, potentially, regarding her explanations and what other people have said. But today we're talking about season 4 and her inclusion in season 4. So what we're actually seeing is that as of 2020, you should see the picture on the screen now, Aisha has actually dropped a lot of weight. Aisha, we noticed in season 2, had already begun to lose a lot of weight physically versus season 1 to season 2. However, as of 2020, Aisha is now incredibly much more fit, and there are no confirmations, but this could be a very positive sign that she may be working towards returning to Cobra Kai for a later season. One of the most interesting things that people may notice is the fact that a lot of fans are absolutely devastated and heartbroken that Aisha will not be in season 3. Do not misunderstand. The writers are well aware of this, and they're seeing these comments, they're seeing what the fans are feeling, they're seeing the anxiety, they're seeing the frustration, and a lot of this, believe it or not, is working towards the potential inclusion of Aisha in season 4. There are no guarantees, but keep in mind that in season 3, Daniel, at this point we know that they've gone to Okinawa. I believe the producers have confirmed it. We've seen filming of Daniel in Okinawa from Netflix's preview with him facing off against, what's this guy's name, Shozen from, I think, The Karate Kid Part 2. Again, so we know that that's happening, but life will eventually have to return to normal in future seasons, and season 4 could very well be a return to form after many of the issues are resolved in season 3. Aisha could literally usher in an entirely new perspective, having been away for an entire season, having transformed herself so much. She was one of the original new student generations for Cobra Kai, modern Cobra Kai, and that's actually significant. There are some other very interesting things to consider as well. For example, the actor who portrays Kreese did not give it away entirely, but he did hint at it, that Terry Silver may very well be in season 4. And there's strong hints that Terry will be in season 4. Now, the fact that this is so significant is that it could also lead to the transition of Aisha returning, or even explaining where Aisha has been this entire time. So those are a lot of things to look forward to, but as you can see, Aisha has lost a tremendous amount of weight. The actress, Nicole Brown, has lost a tremendous amount of weight. She looks amazing. She's gotten in shape, and this picture is actually, as far as I know, it's either from earlier this year or maybe even late 2019, more or less. It's more recent compared to what you saw in like 3 years ago when they first started filming season three, 3 years ago. But season one of Cobra Kai. But what we're seeing now is really something going in an extremely positive direction, and I think that the fans are going to be really happy knowing that there's a lot of hope and there's a lot of possibility that hope that a lot more now that Aisha could return for season four and could kind of bring back that balance, because she has been a character that was kind of like the odd man out. Like a lot of us could see ourselves in Aisha, people with basically normal people with insecurities, or that don't look like supermodels, or that are not that don't fall into this specific, like all these little groups. And it's funny because she paved the way for herself. She was so brave that people underestimate how much bravery she actually had, because originally Cobra Kai was not a dojo that admitted girls under Johnny, and she was brave enough to actually go in there and say, you know what, I want to be a part of this, I want to join. And she opened the door for Tori to come in, and she opened the door for Tori to really become a prime rival in the series. And I think that is so significant, and a lot of fans realize this, that while Tori is amazing, and while I've called Tori the queen of Cobra Kai, until Aisha was cut from the series, I didn't even think about just how much I loved her character, could relate to her character, and truly wanted her character in the series, because it felt like she was not a character who was good or evil. She was just a person trying to stand up for herself and trying to, she was literally the odd man out. And I think at some point in our lives, we all feel like the odd man out, regardless of what the color of our skin is, or what gender we are, or whatever. We all, we are all the color of, our blood is all red. We're all just extensions of one another. We're all human beings. And I think that when it comes to Aisha, she really inspired so many. Not simply saying something like, oh, she inspired young girls. She inspired people, that they can take control of their lives and they can transform their lives and make a positive change and make a positive difference. And even though she, had that whole run-in with Yasmin, she didn't continue on a path of destruction, kind of like Hawk. And I don't even think Hawk has necessarily continued on a path of destruction, although that's kind of how it's often characterized, but I don't think it's that. So, that's everything I have for you guys. I want to know what you think about this information, what you think about Aisha's transformation, and, are you hoping to see her in season 4? Do you think that, based on the information I've provided, or my theory, or just the actual updates of how things are going in her life, what's happening with production, do you think that it's becoming increasingly likely, or more 50% chance that Aisha will indeed be in season 4? One way to really increase those odds are to hit up the producers on Twitter and other social network platforms, hit up the official series channels and say, hey, we want Aisha in season 4. Start a petition. Let your voices be heard. And when you do that, when you all come together, it doesn't take 1 million people. Okay, but you'd be amazed what just 1% of fans that love this character, that love the series, can achieve by making their voices heard and saying, we want this fan favorite here, we want her here, because she represents who we are as people, she represents our values, she's